In this video, I'm going to be talking about some of the traits of a light worker. If you are someone who resonates with the term light worker, then this video is for you. So the first trait of a light worker is that light workers tend to be highly empathic, very sensitive. They have the ability to pick up on like the slightest or like the loudest vibrations. They are ones to really tap into the energetic frequency of objects, of places, of people. And a lot of times they are so absorbent that they tend to really absorb and take in the negative energy. So as an empath, a light worker is able to feel the way through things. Being an empath means that you are more of a feeler. You feel things on a deeper level, and you are so sensitive to everything that you are able to even know things, be able to feel things. And a lot of people are really concerned with things on a very superficial level. People take things at face value. They see the world on the level of form. But as an empath, you are more concerned with how things feel, and you tend to go in the direction of things that feel good. And also very sensitive, highly sensitive to just violence, conflict, sensitive to darkness of the collective. You have experienced the darkness, you have seen and been witness to it within yourself and also out there in the collective. So another trait of a light worker is that they are someone who are often able to pick up that they have a life purpose or a mission, that they have come on earth to do something. Now, we all do have a purpose, but it is the light workers who are able to pick up on this very strongly and go after or go in search of that mission or that purpose. A lot of times light workers will be able to really pick up on the fact that they only live in fulfillment, or they can't live in the highest fulfillment when they are living on purpose, when they're actually doing what they've come here to do. And so when a light worker is in search of their purpose, they tend to really seek out a more fulfilling path. And their purpose has a lot to do with really helping others, serving others, helping the whole, the collective. And so light workers will tend to be the ones to really go in search of this mission, go in search of this purpose, knowing very well that they will live in highest fulfillment when they are living on purpose. So another trait of a light worker is that light workers are the ones to be old souls, or they resonate strongly with the term old soul. Have you ever heard someone tell you like you are just an old soul, you are wise beyond your years, and you just possess a lot of wisdom, might be even earthly wisdom, knowing exactly how to navigate life based upon this wisdom. And so as an old soul, you are someone who is able to just be calm amongst the chaos. You are just someone who, regardless of what's happening on the outside, you are able to hold that composure within yourself, knowing very well, able to really sense that everything is going to be okay and that everything is happening in divine order. But also as an old soul, you are able to break out of these sort of restrictions that society may be placed you in, or boxes that society may have placed you in. You are someone who just cannot be contained in a box, and you know that you are more of someone who's more of like a maverick, being able to break out of these boxes, not being able to be contained in a box. You are someone who will unsubscribe to so many things like religion, or just all of these things that people tend to really go in the direction of. You as an old soul are able to pick up on this and to able to kind of just break out of that box and free yourself. Lightworkers also have a tendency to connect very strongly with nature and animals. Sometimes you might find that you have a unique connection with animals and nature. And nature tends to really help with balancing the energetic aura within our bodies, and so does animals. And you'll find that as an empath, as I mentioned, you'll find that you're highly drawn to nature, you're highly drawn to animals, because they really provide you with a sort of relief, a calming effect, or sort of like balancing of energies within your body. And you can really feel this. You are highly drawn to nature because of that high, potent, strong energy that nature possesses. Nature's energy is just perfect, and it truly draws you in. It magnetizes you. And so you are someone, you'll find that even connection with your animals, your pets, you have a very unique connection with them that is sometimes very difficult to explain to other people, but you sort of just telepathically can communicate sometimes with animals and nature. So as a light worker, you know that you're not alone. We all aren't alone, we all are guided and protected, but as a light worker, you are able to sense that you have these benevolent beings, your spirit guides, your angels, whatever it may be, that are really guiding you and protecting you. And you sometimes can really perceive this at a very young age. You feel like you have not severed your connection to the spirit world, that it is still, you still are highly connected to the other side. And so for you as a light worker, you are able to perceive that you are being protected, guided, and just held through life. I know that for me, from a very young age, I had a sense that I was being guided and protected. But it's not until my spiritual awakening that I came to know that I was not insane, I was not crazy, I was not imagining things, that actually these beings were my spirit guides and my angels that only made themselves known to me once I started to go on the spiritual path. But before that, there was this sort of knowing that I was being protected, guided, and I wasn't alone. As a light worker, you also find that you truly are someone who is highly intuitive or just like psychic, but you're really open to this sort of sixth sense. And that is because, as I mentioned earlier, you feel very strongly connected to the other side. You have not completely cut your connection to the sort of divine, spiritual self, the spiritual essence that we all possess. And many people are cut off from that divine connection, but you as a light worker, you still hold on to that. Your soul that's highly intuitive meaning that you can really pick up on the parts that you need to go on that may not really have any logical, sensical reasoning to it, and to other people it may seem like crazy. You may seem like insane to other people, because the path of going on your intuition or paying attention and just the path of your intuition is one that is quite far from the path that you have really envisioned in your mind for yourself. So really it takes a lot of courage to follow your intuition, but as a light worker, this intuition is what really guides you to your purpose, to your mission, to live a more fulfilled life. And when you really start to pay attention to this intuitive nudges and these hunches, you start to live a very fulfilled life.